I'm Charlie Holding. I'm the editor of Bahrain This Month magazine, and I'm here with my young friend Alex, who is a digital sensation, technological whiz kid, and he's going to be talking to me about his website, ThePhotographyBlog.com. Alex, pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I understand that your website and all of the affiliate YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all of that came about when you got a digital camera and decided to have a play on automatic mode.
Pretty much all started about a year ago when I decided that I always was intimidated that when at a concert of my brother or at another performance, I was always shooting with like some phone or some point and shoot camera, and then I decided I should save up for a while, and then I invested in the Nikon D7100, and then I was playing around in auto mode for quite some time. I really enjoyed doing it, and then I decided it was time to delve in a little bit deeper.
How did you go from auto mode to figuring out all the features and then eventually uploading it to your own website?
As there's a lot of YouTubers already out, I just watch their videos, I experiment, I keep trying, I just play around basically, and then with time you get it right, and then, well, it's just like trial and error.
So tell me a little bit more about the website itself, ThePhotographyBlog.com.
The goal of the photography blog is to create fun and informative content for photographers, videographers, and tech lovers alike. So it can be a video about Instagram, which is with photography, videography, and technology. So it can basically relate to anything. And that's why I chose that niche, because I personally enjoy doing filming and photo anyway, and I've always been fond of tech.
Fantastic. Now I think it's worth mentioning, you're 14 years old. So obviously you've still got your whole life ahead of you, but it seems like you're very adept at this technological side of things. Do you think growing up with technology has made it easier for you?
I did grow up with technology very much with my dad, and he was showing me around. He was like the foundation, and then I was fascinated by it, and then I decided I'm going to continue. I'm going to be one of those people which is really into it, and I carried it on.
Wonderful. And I guess part of what you're trying to do with your website is to share information in a way. Yeah. I think it's interesting. You actually have a section on your website called Key Components of a Network. Now that sounds incredibly technical. Is that kind of something for novices who don't understand what a network is? I mean, what's the point of that particular section?
There's a really funny story behind this one. Well, actually it was because we had an ICT lesson at school and we had an exam upcoming. And we had to learn about the key components of a network because that was what our exam was based off of. And then I decided it would be good to do a video about the key components of a network and to write about them, because if I can do that, then I can definitely do well in the test. So then I wrote an article, I did some of the definitions, and I put that on my website, and I guess that blog post got quite a lot of views.
You know, obviously you've got a lot of views throughout all of your different videos, which comprise a lot of different subjects. Talk me through that. What do you like to take videos of?
There's a lot of different things that you can do on a YouTube channel, and that can be from covering events, from tutorials, reviews, and just how-to videos, and that's what my channel has been basically built around. And my foundation was after my first video, which I have to admit, I left it on my channel just for the sake, but it was not a good video. I think I improved quite a lot since that video. And after that first video, there was a company, Think Tank Photo, which decided to help me out, and even though it was like my first ever video and I had just like a very foundational start at the beginning, they still decided to send me the bag, which is the bag I came here with.
Okay.
And I did a review of that on my channel as well, and they shared it through that, and that was the start of everything, and that's when I decided this is actually enjoyable and I think something can come out of it. We
were talking earlier about your brother Yanis, who again is featured quite prominently on your website. Yanis is an aspiring musician, very, very talented, and it seems like little brother has been musical director for a lot of his shoots. How does that come about? To be honest, my brother's channel started before mine, and I really enjoyed filming for his channel, and I don't think my channel would have ever come around without his channel already have been started, because that was also sort of a stepping stone towards mine, because that was where I got the practice with cameras as well. And I learned that I enjoyed doing things like that, and through that I decided it was something that was beneficial. So what does it take for you? What makes the perfect picture?
In my opinion, I don't think there can be a perfect picture, but for me, I've always been the type that sort of likes a warm feel to an image, and I also like to not overexpose, but show the shadows and the contrast a little bit more, so it puts emphasis on the image.
Very cool. Do you have a particular image that you're most proud of?
Probably there's always, when you take an image, there's always that moment when you're like, this is an image, it's different from all the other ones. And there's probably been about 5 times, or maybe 5-6 times that's happened. One of which was a picture that I took after New Year's Eve of me in the mirror with my camera.
Tell me a little bit about more what you do in your spare time. What do you like to do when you're not running the photography blog and being a student? I noticed on your business card as well, I really like this, your job title is CEO and everything else.
Yeah.
Wonderful touch. What do you do when you're not doing that?
The thing is, it's not like an on and off thing, like I'm working or I'm not working, because always when I'm watching TV or when I'm with my family or whatever I'm doing, I'm either thinking of a new video idea, or I'm just tweeting, or I'm doing something like that. So it's always, in a way, being the social media figure and being at work, if you will.
And what are some of the responses you've had on Twitter from other people?
I've been working in close contact to the founder of an application called Meerkat. It's a live streaming application directly to Twitter, and it's linked cohesively to Twitter at the moment. And therefore, when you're streaming and people comment, it basically tags you in it. So if you're streaming and you say something, then they reply via Twitter. So that's very interesting, because through that platform you can watch other streams as well, and you meet a lot of new people. You meet people talking about photography and videography with the same interests as you, and that's how you can interact through, and they share your content, and that was also a stepping stone.
Wonderful. Alex, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
It was a pleasure to be here. Thank you.